Today is day 2 of building an automation MIS reporting system. On day 1, we locked the problem and the architecture. Now, before touching any business data, we set up a stable, production ready foundation. This steps looks boring from outside, but in real systems, this is what decides whether our solution survives or breaks. In real reporting system, multiple components work together, data runs repeatedly, failures are expansive. If the environment is unstable, data pipelines fail silently, reports become unreliable, fixing issues later become costly. So today is about prevention, not for the features. The first thing we need to create a dedicated Python virtual environment. Why we need to create the why do we need to create this? First thing, we have to create a virtual environment. Why this environment is mandatory? Because I'm working on parallel projects. If I have installed any of the libraries globally, if one project is using some versions of softwares, means libraries, another project is using another version of same libraries. So what will happen? Some features may missing in this, some features may added in the newer version. So what will happen? There will be a conflict between the two projects when they run globally. To avoid that conflict, we will use virtual environment. So that is a mandatory thing. In real time projects, we will use the same. So you have to go with the same. So how you can create a Python virtual environment? So just you have to create your folder here, your project folder here. My project is automated MIS reporting and pipe. So this is my project. I have created my project. I'm going inside my project. Go to the command. So you just type a cmd. It will open command. It will open the command prompt. Here the command is virtual env space env. Just enter. So it will create a folder with env. So after creation of these, we have to activate our environment. How we can activate our environment? Env slash scripts slash activate. So this will activate our environment. This is for the Windows users. For Mac users, source uh, source bin activate.bat file is there. That bat file you have to activate. So now our virtual environment is set up. So now what is our dependencies? So we have some dependencies, right? So what is our agenda? So we are going to do automating the MIS reporting and data pipelines. So here our dependency is first thing, pandas that handles a structured tabular data, because we are getting Excel tabular data or PDF tabular data, right? So that we can handle with the pandas. So for that we have to install pandas. So then we are going to store the data in the database. So for that we have to install SQL Alchemy that manages database interactions cleanly. And to store database, we have to connect with the database. To connect with the database, we need a broker like a client. So that broker or client is PSYCOP Z2 that connects Python to PostgreSQL database. And we have a cloud. So then if 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 we want to store the files, we will be storing the files in S3 bucket of AWS. For this, I'm using AWS Boto 3. This AWS Boto 3 handles cloud file storage. And then finally PySpark that supports a scalable data transformations. These are not learning tools, these are the building blocks of the system. Once installed, versions are fixed to avoid future surpluses. Then, so after this, we have to create a requirement.txt file. So that is the mandatory file for every project. So how we can create a requirement.txt file? So I was thinking that you guys already use you guys are already create installed virtual VS Code Studio in your local machine. Okay. So this is the env is created. Now we have to create a requirement.txt. In this file, we have to enter our libraries, what libraries that we are installing this system. So what are the libraries that we are going to install? Pandas, SQL Alchemy PSY COP Z2 Boto 3 by Spark. So these are the libraries that we are going to install. So how to install these libraries? So after this, how to install these libraries? We just go to the command prompt again, pip install -r requirements.txt. So it will install all the dependencies, libraries. Yeah, now my system is ready. My requirement.txt is installed. Now the next step, we have to set up our PostgreSQL database. So how to set up the PostgreSQL database? Here type PostgreSQL download for Windows and go to here. Don't go here, just go here, downloads, click on Windows, and here download the installer. Then here you can take the lower version, which is 17, so which is not supporting Windows 32-bit. So you have to install 64-bit operating system. Just click on download. It started downloading. Wait until the download completes. Download is completed. So let us install. The installation is started. Click on next. So click on next. Next, don't need to do any changes. Next, you have to set up a password. Don't forget the password. Click on finish. Let's open for. You'll get interface like this. If you expand here, it will show the databases. So this is databases I already have in my system. So so if you want to create a database, just right click on here, create database. So it will create a new database. So let me create a database. So this is my database name, automated MIS reporting system. Save. So it has created a database. Here if you see, this is the database, automated MIS reporting system. This PostgreSQL is a single source of truth for the entire system. All clean and validated data goes here. No calculations are trusted outside the database. We create a dedicated database, which is a automated MIS reporting system and a dedicated user control permissions. So this is how real reporting system maintain. And now the next one, configurations. Next comes to the configuration management, one of the most ignored but critical step. Hard coding values like database credentials, file paths, cloud settings is risky and unmaintainable, so that we are not supposed to expose in our script at any cost. So if you expose that in your script, immediately you will be terminated. So keep in mind. So we prepare a configuration from the source code. So we'll be using a config file for the system settings, environment variable for the sensitive values. This allows same code base to run in local environment, cloud environment, future production setups also. That case, you are not need to worry. It is working in my system, but not in other systems like prod or dev. It is not working. That kind of complaints we will not have. and you are not required to write the logic again and again. Then after we need to do project structuring. So before writing pipeline, we organize the project structure. Each folder has a purpose. So let me organize the structure. So this is our requirement.txt. Now I am going to create source code, configurations, logs, and output files. So these are our configuration settings. Why we are making this system easy to navigate, easy to extend, easy to maintain over the times. Structure is not cosmetics, it's operational discipline. Let's create the project structure here. So we'll be having source code, src folder. You can name it any name of your choice. Config, all configuration files goes here. Logs, so logging activities goes here. Outputs, our MIS reports goes here. Scripts, so our scripts goes here. So this is how we have to set up the project. We now have a stable Python environment, required libraries are installed, PostgreSQL ready, configurations separated from the code, verified database connection. No reporting yet, no transformation set, and that exactly how it should be. Day 2 is about stability, safety, and control. From day 3 onwards, we start touching the real Excel and PDF data,